I know the music is low, but Ava said yesterday that the music is too loud for my voice. And I used the same music for the starting screen and this screen, so... Clearly, y'all will just have to deal. And it's still low. Well, like, Ava said it was too loud last time, so... Chat, how do we find the happy middle? Goodness me. How do we find the happy middle? Hello everyone. Please thank you for the sanity check. Hello, Warcraft Taker. Congrats on first. Hello, Blake. Hello, Regolfast. Hello, Scrap and Build. Okay, here, let me try. How is negative 40? Is that okay? Negative 40. How's negative 40? Oh, I know we've never had this many just chatting, like, pure just chatting sleep in the same amount of succession. But surely, boy, is the first time ever. And what are we doing today? And what is so... Why, that is spectacular. We have a very new... We have much to work on. We'll be working on a constructive rating. I think there's nothing wrong with some co-working. We have announcements and a poll to put up along the way. And I have a singular pack of weighted Parmesan cheese. Awesome. Like the ones that come with the pizza. And I only get one this week. The QR code is not working for you? Huh. I don't have my cellular device in a location that the QR code can work. But what I can do is... Did I add this as a command on Twitch? If so... Okay. I will grab you the link, I suppose. I'm supposed to be advertising this convention. That I'm hosting the Master Duel Tournament for. Let me grab the link. Y'all can check it out. You know it. It's not a ritual. Goodness me. How could you something Why did that come to my speakers? Pause. Something is wrong. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, well, good. Hello. Yeah, we're hanging out. Have I ever read poetry in languages other than English? En español and in English. Though I will say it's not like I'm super learned. I had to have someone like interpret the Vietnamese one. I used to actually be proficient enough in Spanish that you could consider me biliterate at some point. Not anymore. Not anymore. In ages. Yes, señor, es muy mal. Okay, no practicar y estudio en español. That's complicated. It's fine. You're a native speaker in español? Okay. ¿Cómo se dice donut? So in Vietnamese, when we talk about desserts, most of the time we say the word bun, which kind of means like bread but not. So imagine in Vietnamese, every time we talked about bread, we would say pan and then add some kind of like adjective so that you know that it's a different kind. So like, does Spanish have unique words for like breads, or is it similar? The donut? La donut? Is that it? La donut? How do I un-auto-translate? La donut? Ooh, donut is feminine? Donut. I don't know how to say anything like meaningful. YouTube auto-translate. Oh, that's what that little symbol means. Ah, we are learning that. We are learning. Yeah, my Vietnamese is horrendous. At one point, I knew more Spanish than I did Vietnamese. Terrible. No. Well, okay, so here's the thing. Like, I have easy access to practice. One of my friends is an SLP. So if you don't know what that is, they're a speech language pathology. And they are a polyglot, specifically a triglot, in English, Vietnamese, and Spanish. If I really wanted someone to practice with, I have pretty easy. Great. Brutal. I don't know how to get those. Oh shoot! I don't know how to get these to show up on Twitch. Chat, Twitch chat. Y'all don't know what's happening. I believe this is my first. What is it? Is it a stupid chat? Is that's what they call it, right? On YouTube, it's a stupid chat. We've received our first stupid chat. Muy bien. Thank you. We are finally YouTube monetized. Kind of. We say YouTube partner. I'm not really sure what we do in celebration. We'll figure it out. It's exactly why we're going live. Let's take it from what better things to do? To brainstorm on the IRS. Oh, okay, it's Stan Sally. IRS? Oh no! I'm gonna get audited. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for supporting Lovesick. When I use that phrase, I actually prefer to use uproot, dash uproot, instead of the period. That's just my preference. I'm an uproot dash uproot person. If you're making that kind of thing. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for supporting Stan Sally activities. Funding tax-free law. It's not tax-free! That's crazy bullshit. That's the crazy part. It's not tax-free. Wanna pay my taxes? No. Huh. Korea, but that's confused the English speakers. It sure will. You're so right. Unfortunately, I'm not learned enough in any language to ever leverage my language. I will host the tournament. Clearly, we must celebrate by. All we can do is celebrate by hosting tournaments. Clearly. Oh my gosh, a 105 seems. I don't know, like. I feel like if I was like a regular, we would celebrate by like doing karaoke. Something like whimsical. Like doing karaoke. Like voice ASMR. Probably. That's what I imagine the average VTuber does. But considering we don't follow the standard. Considering we don't function like average VTubers, is all that we can do is host tournament. Surely there should be something else we can do. Surely there's something else we can do. I'm thinking too hard, chat. I'm allergic to this brainstorming process. We're so doomed. We're so doomed, chat. We're so doomed. Ooh, okay, what if we open COD? What if we schedule a COD pack opening stream? As every true TCG player should. It is answer all problems by opening more COD packs. I'll consider. Now that Scars and Helio no. Oh, hello. How's it going? Not a little bit later than my usual. I figured I'd go live to get the creative brain juices flowing. I don't know how effective that was, but here we are. Snack. Oh boy, chat! Remember that one packet of Parmesan cheese that I mentioned? It's time! Hello, Jello. And a picnic basket for 600 jewels. I don't know how this works, but thank you. I really don't know how YouTube works, but I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all supporting Lobster Activity. Thank you for supporting Lobster Activity. I will now eat this entire packet of Parmesan cheese. So if y'all don't know, I have this problem. Where if my roommates go to Costco and they buy a Costco pizza, they bring home the little toppings that come in the little baggies like the Parmesan cheese and the red pepper. I eat the Parmesan cheese just as is straight out of the packet. So whenever they come home with pizza, I'm a fiend. I'm a fiend, I tell you. Thank you for the snack. Hope you're doing well tonight, you fools. We're hanging out. That's but this is exactly why I wanted to have this stream. So that we could brainstorm. With activities y'all would find interesting. But let me get my art program open because I like to use that as a little tip. So once we get that open, we can really get Oh, Phoenix. Good evening. I don't know why it opened on this file. I think it's because it defaults to like opening on the last thing. Here we are. So topic 2B. Topic 2B. So like 150 on 1. You don't want to assume that's a vote. No, it's a copium. Very similar though. They're related to Loki. Brainstorming. Kind of high up. Let me move the donut. Let's move the donut. Brainstorming. Brainstorming. So today's agenda, and I guess you also have to. Okay, wait, we have 2 articles. We have 2 articles of interest. The celebration activity and lobster week goals. So we have 2 areas of discussion for today. I'm probably just going to end up deciding on these. But I suppose if somebody has like real... Okay, I suppose saying real here is rude. If anyone has suggestions, y'all are welcome to provide suggestions. So thank you for this. So I suppose, you know what, let's color code this. Let's color code this. Like, let's start off with Taboo. So celebration activity. We just hit YouTube Plus. I don't know why this doesn't. Yeah, we just hit YouTube Plus, so we need a celebration activity. Suggestions so far. Host a tournament. We always host a tournament. We always host a tournament. Host a tournament. What else could we possibly do? What else could we possibly do? What do the people desire? I think Eat Donuts is on there. Open card packs. Surely that's a good one. Huh. So anything else we could possibly do? Oh. Oh. Open card. Anyone else have any requests? Well, potential I. Alright, moving forward. Clearly moving forward. Is there anything? I never really set like a proper goal for this. I feel like this is something we should have figured out long before we. Open card. Y'all want a puppet show? I'm good at those apparently. People really like my puppet shows. Y'all want a puppet show? Surely. Anything else we could potentially offer? Dramatic reading. Eat more donuts. Alright, we'll add that as an option. Eat more donuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options in total. Surely this is a sufficient amount. For those of you emotionally invested, you're probably wondering, well, Stan, how could we possibly vote on these options? Why, we will be having polls in the Discord. That is surely the answer. If you want to participate in the polls, come join the Discord. But stay friends in this. I will get the polls together. But making a couple last minute choices. Every time you eat a donut, it's supposed to be, do I have any flavor recommended or tricks to make the donut more attractive? I like eating donut holes. They're like smaller and more bite-sized. So you're not eating as much of donut. The more plain donuts, like if you're not a fan of the full glaze, there's like sugar-coated donuts where they put like a little bit of the granular sugar on it. And those ones actually don't tend to run as sweet as some of the other ones with the frosting and the glaze. So sometimes I get those. So they're a little bit like, I know a lot of like palates tend to prefer stuff like this. I suppose the third option is choose a phrase that you feel like. Because there's a billion different kind of moments. We had 2D we have some polls to decide. We have recently read YouTube Plus and depending on what we shall do. So the first of several upcoming polls. We'll decide that. New poll. So our answers: host a tournament, eat donuts, open podcast, put on lobster. I'll go with lobster. I am a lobster. I'm a lobster girl. Put on. I suppose you can't see my love skinny. It's a little bit. I got my little buddy right here. Fun and sin. What is this evil late night stream? It's the late night stream where we evilly ping people in the middle of the night. Feeling. Eat more donuts. Sorry, not sorry for the late night. Refer to the above. And I suppose we'll ping people tomorrow. Another episode for Lobster perhaps. Job push to go to sleep. Good night. I need to head to bed tonight. In the meantime, I have a lot of lobster. Oh, thank you. I have a lot of lobster themed items. I say you do. And I have a lobster themed dual disc. I have a lobster themed dual disc and card back, so when I'm getting my game on. I'm a big fan. We're not dueling right now, so. I'll go vote in the poll. I suppose. I'll go vote in the polls on the Discord as to what we do to celebrate hitting YouTube. So now that we've decided, well, not that we, now that we started the polls for that one, I suppose we can cross off the list. For Lobster Week polls, this one is like kind of complicated. So I might need to make a Google Doc. Like this is not that simple. I have a couple different ones that I figured I'd get everybody. is a fairly complicated thing. A lot of things. So if y'all don't know, Lobster Week takes place towards the end of September because in the US of A, National Lobster Day is September 25th. So every year we schedule Lobster Week to celebrate lobster activity. It's the one time of year that I will accept donations. You know me, I'm a working gal, so y'all don't need to donate and such. But I appreciate when y'all support my gaming activities and the such. So I have a lot of potential things. I have a lot of potential things planned. So what I want to do for Lobster Week, this is a concept I haven't done before. So normally what I do for Lobster Week, I'm gonna have chat, I'm gonna have y'all vote for an overall goal. And whatever the goal that we vote on is going to be what the Lobster Week is going to be. Normally I use Lobster Week to fund, so donators can get merchandise given to them. And the leftovers go to the shop. But I thought maybe we can aim for potentially loftier goals. Some that maybe fulfill some interest in the community, or just some that like stream for me. So I wanted to give a couple different options. I also just wanted to give the options like, oh, you know, so y'all vote for an overall goal, and that is the goal we are trying to meet. We did in the past do Lux this season to fund the PC after the laptop was dying, so I appreciate all of that. This is gonna be kind of similar, but I guess instead of like a necessity, it's more like a, you know, this is definitely something that we could do for the stream or community. And otherwise, that we might not have the like overall funds to do more. Some are like mid-tier goals, monetarily. Some are like larger goals, but whatever y'all think is the best idea, whatever y'all find most popular, is going to be the thing that we're going to do. And we'll be adjusting the So one would be no special goal. Standard much. And this much, I think this year I want to do embroidered things. Think like what's it called? Woven keychain. Number 2. Special tournament prizes. So what this would consist of would be, I would do we would set a goal for funding winner playmats. Plus maybe like entry participation tokens. for like when we do, for when we host tournaments. And I guess with this one, plus we host. Host an online list. This would probably be easier to do in Photoshop, but it's just getting my idea. So number 3. This would be like the most expensive. Disclaimer. I do want to get custom card sleeves, but it's just like way too expensive. And these would double as regular merge plus pricing for 20. Some of y'all have expressed an interest in. Now, I don't think I'm particularly good at this. So, I'm going to put a big disclaimer. I'm not good at this. Some people have expressed the interest in a song cover. I'll give it a shot, I suppose. If that's really what y'all want, and y'all want to fund it for Lobsterly, I will do it to the best of my ability. Number 5, a new Stan POV visual novel adventure. Plus previous Tide Pool adventure downloadable. So if y'all really enjoy the visual novel stuff that I do, if y'all really enjoy the visual novel stuff, a goal could be funding towards just me making another one. Making another one of these in general, plus also just making it downloadable. When you move everything up, so you only vote for one of these overall goals, so I guess we'll keep some of these like in. I feel like I had some other stuff. I feel like I had some other things. I guess if y'all want like a summer outfit, we could do that. Oh, I feel like another I feel like I want to give 7. I feel like 7 is a fairly low. What is something that the people? Thing I can... What is something that I can do as the streamer? Maybe instead of special tournament prizing, something related to regular. What other skills do I have? Maybe I would finally. How to get the sewing? I guess cat can also fund fixing the sewing. If y'all want me to do more plushlays, a little unknown fact about me, I actually make my own plushlays. I design them all, pattern wise. I make them all. So I suppose we can. I can do like non-humanoid stuff. I have done pop music. But I suppose if y'all want something like abstract. I think that's a good. I think that is a pretty good. A pretty good spread of. Yeah, oh, Elva, how have you been? Evil late. Aw, happy 26 months, Rattle. How have you been? So, Chad, if you wanted to be able to vote on any of this stuff, y'all are going to have to refer to this. Able to vote on this. How we are going to celebrate. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to stream screenshot this, and I'm gonna make the poll for the lobster week stuff tomorrow, because I don't want to ping the week. I think we've like generally figured out what the lobster week is. So chat is going to vote for one overall goal, and then we will fund towards that goal during lobster week. That will be the theme of lobster week. Will be around the goal. Let me, I suppose, format this a bit better for like a screenshot. One overall. Embroidered knights. Wooden keychain. Tattoos. Oh, special goal. I guess we can also put like estimate. I think I can generally estimate the time. So that people can. So that people can like do properly. Song cover. Fan POV visual novel. Summer outfit. What's the lobster thing about? So some people celebrate their birthday. Some people do. Some people celebrate their birthday. Some people celebrate other activities. I'm not super huge on like birthday, but I play scary game or community game. Do y'all not remember what happened the last time I played him? For y'all who weren't there for the Amnesia stream, I midway through the game stopped and spent 2 hours trying to no-clip to a section of the map and turned out to be really unfortunate. I had a good time. So lobster week is the one time of year that I accept money from people. So I thought this year we could have some kind of like big goal. Also like poopies. I feel like the like scary game thing is going to be like the unlock. So like here, this is a funding goal. Let me very convenient and very efficient chat to get feedback live. So all of these things will be what we're going towards when we have the like sub goals or like donation level unlocked. We can add the scary game. Oh, I guess I'll call those. I'm sure that will get quickly confusing. Maybe I should call them milestones. I digress. We can put the scary game also. But yeah, regardless, TLDR Lobster Week is just the one time of year that I actually accept donations. It's usually to make merchandise, but because we got the Field Center stuff funded, I was thinking of trying to offer something else unique and interesting. And if not, y'all can just default to number 1 and no special. Side. You're going to draw a better line than that. Yeah. Did I play Minecraft? Was that something I promised y'all was playing Minecraft? I can ask all of us. My mic might be going super low. I am sitting a little bit further away from the microphone because there's a bunch of cardboard on my desk, and that might be fun. The basically TLDR, Lobster Week is the one time of year that I accept money. It's usually to make Fan Sally merchandise and to like do a little bit of a celebration, during the year. I know we had a really big celebration during the stream anniversary debut thing. The thing is, every time my actual stream anniversary comes around, I'm too busy playing children's card games to properly celebrate. Whereas Lobster Week happens during the time of year that feels usually kind of uneventful. Or like, if there are events going on, they're all digital, because people are also hosting their own things. I did make a Minecraft skin. I just felt like doing it in case we ever actually played Minecraft. I don't think we've played Minecraft on this stream. I don't think we have. I just wanted to have it ready. Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's basically like a subathon. Pretty much. It's a whole week of just doing weird, wacky, random, sometimes quad game related, sometimes non-quad game related. And this year I thought it would be cool, maybe, if we got the community to vote on what we would want it to potentially fund. To center and theme it around book. It's like a subathon, but I am letting y'all choose what the subs are funding. Yeah, it's like a subathon, but not. Like, there's no time increases and all that stuff. I subathon like one of those timed or 24-hour streams. Because unfortunately, I'm a working gal. Unfortunately, I'm a working gal. And also, unfortunately, I am staying with the stream. So doing a 24-hour stream is pretty difficult for me. I think back when we had the laptop, we could have easily rented an Airbnb. But now that we have the PC, a little bit less. You're going to anime, a New York anime. It's gonna be super fun. Yeah, have a good time. So let me draw some more lines and separate. Decide without heading to something. Maybe your first time at a convention. Ooh. I hope that it is more of an actual convention and less of like. I feel like the quality of some conventions. Then there was like smaller stuff, and the industry boost can be cool, but what's it called? Although industry boost can be kind of cool, sometimes it just takes away from the heart of the convention feeling like a community hub for a niche genre. Let's go red. Make this 75. Slowly, I let me just move this up a little bit. It should be good. Hopefully it does. You know what? I'm gonna. I guess what they called it. So here's total funding. Oh, hello. We're doing not too shabby. We're being a little bit productive tonight. Welcome back to Mad Kitty. We're being a little bit productive tonight, working on some stuff for the team. So, last week takes place in September. We got plenty of time, So I would estimate, I'd say probably 275 plushies. That is quite the amount. They're voting for the puppet show. Goodness, how could they be voting for the puppet? How could this happen? How could they vote for the puppet show? 175, 150, 120. Okay, maybe we make this a little bit. That's 150. Swap it to the other side. Now we can make this 500 even. Okay, wait. It also has to fit in the tiniest spot. Okay, so this is a good one. Maybe come down. Come down. Come down. I think it's okay if you don't want to get up. I think that this would be a. So I'm gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna categorize it as. I'm gonna categorize these actually really quick. This is a good idea. I have a good idea. Make this like a block green because clearly the most expensive thing. But this one is going to be. I would estimate this probably cost. I think on estimate 700 to cover. I think a 500 for the song cover is probably a reasonable estimate. I don't know if we should probably budget larger just to be safe. Say 600 is a fair estimate. Probably some big progress. So yeah. Y'all have to remember that you're only picking one of the 7 goals as a community. So people, they're estimating online around 50 to 50 to 75. And then material cost will vary. I would probably estimate let's estimate around like 450 maybe. Well, no, like probably above 450, like at minimum. Like, if we're going crazy. I have 2 lords. I feel like we should make hello, welcome on. I'm just making a hold of it. The quad sleeves is like way too much of a but I suppose if y'all really wanted them. It's at least 2k because of the ones. This is why I've never like as much as I want to do quad sleeves, I can't I can't just what the week funding team goals. Moving on. screenshot this time. And hopefully that will lead up to Discord. Alright, thank you for the button. So we are also going to be actually great that you're here. This is somewhat relevant. We are going to be voting for Lobster Week for an overall big funding goal. There's only going to be one of the 7 goals that we are pursuing. So starting tomorrow, we are going to be voting on this. So sometime in the middle of the day, if you are interested in voting on this, you're going to have to get yourselves into the Discord. Send this note to myself. I'm glad we have figured out. So it's like a medium goal. Like, I think that should cover all of the quests. I think I'm like overestimating for the song cover. But I think that's just because like I'd probably want to like have a vote as to like what song y'all want. Like we'll probably have 2 or 3. You know, I should probably add that. Song voted by time. I list the cosplay one as a medium goal because the cost could go higher depending on what. But I think otherwise that is like a fairly decent assessment of cost. So I think we have decided on what our goals and such will be. Well, a potential goals. Y'all are going to vote on something. I don't know what, but y'all are going to vote on something. We will still offer incentives. I will still offer incentives for the donators, so don't think that just because we don't pick a merch goal, that there won't be something else. I want to y'all's feedback on pretty much off of the Discord information. I pretty much wanted y'all's feedback as a community. I think we can move up to week to do some interesting improvements. Thank you for that. We're not staying too late. I feel like we were really we could maybe save money on the song cover if y'all don't mind waiting. If I do the art and video myself, we can probably save money on that, and then it is just the mixing and like the tuning and the timing and all Well, all the technical song music stuff we'll have to figure out. Sure, we have plenty of time to figure it out. We'll have our usual goals. We'll do stuff like... we'll add some fun, interesting stuff to incentivize. And there will be donuts. There will be donuts at Lobster. Sure, there will be donuts. Surely there will always be donuts. Surely. So if y'all wanted to put input on that, y'all can vote in the Discord. The vote for that one is open for 3 days. I'm going to leave the Lobster Week goal and theme vote open for Monday. And I will be constantly reminding y'all to vote. I think this is pretty full. Anything else I want to do? Because otherwise, we might just call it like... Albeit it's late at night, so we're not calling it late. Y'all know what I mean. I know we don't do a lot of beats because we're late. And I suppose for our one like major event we can do something fun. I feel like in the past I decided on what the week stuff. This time having a lot more feedback from a lot of people. And I'm also going to replicate these codes on YouTube. So that YouTube can also contribute to the fun. I hope that no one uses this maliciously. This is not an invitation to use it maliciously. Anyway. I will say though, actually, I listened to this song. There's more to the Discord and the Alexa. I did kind of give all of the I think my only potential is that I think it's 35, but it might be out of my standard vocals. Surely they can take it down. Oh, yeah. I think that tends to also be a lot of weird, Vocaloid songs. Oh, so no, we're now just a lobster now. We're Bunpop. So that's my only concern is that a lot of Vocaloid songs tend to be pitched a lot higher. And I suppose my voice isn't super deep, but I think my range does lean a little bit more mezzo-soprano, I think, than pure soprano. I'm sure we can make it work for Ghostface. Those mixing and mastering people work magic. But like, that's kind of the thing with Vocaloid and a lot of the Eastern music. It does tend to be a pitch a lot higher for the gal. Not that I can probably listen out. I just don't know how. I know some pretty good singers, like plenty. I myself. I suppose we're not going to like break any glasses, right? We're definitely not gonna break any glasses in like a positive connotation. I'm really happy. We have made a lot of progress. It only took us like an hour and a half. But I suppose we did brainstorm some more. For those of y'all who don't interact with the Discord, by the way, the Sam Sally token, the field set, are currently shipping to me. So they finished production. And they're shipping to me, but they're shipping by sea. So they're not estimated to arrive until early August. The second they get there, I'm going to start. In the meantime, I'm going to be pre-packing the rest of the stuff in the order. Which is going to be, if you got the 4 package, the 2 stickers, the mini acrylic, and the Pika. I guess these. Anything else included? I don't think so, but it's always good to double. 1, 2, 3. Nope, it was just the 4. Good job, Sans. Oh. As much as I like hanging out with y'all chat, we do look the game. Most likely you'll see me back tomorrow night. Hopefully at a much more reasonable time. But if it's not a much more reasonable time, guess what? It is the weekend and I'm finding a bit of a night. Oh, and Sierra Winter. Unfortunately, I am heading Wakalaka too. We could be Wakalaka. Yeah, we could be Wakalaka. I could finally learn how to death well. I suppose that's like... What's it? Oh no! Okay, first off, Reggie, I appreciate your support. I was actually thinking of heading out soon enough, but... I suppose... Y'all can maybe get me for like 15 minutes. But oh, hello, welcome me. Y'all don't know me, the name's Samson Salia. Samson. I play Real Master Duel. Sometimes play the One Piece TCG. I am a world competitor for a West Coast. Well, I'm going to be this year. I was last year. Sometimes I do art, and occasionally I suppose I do VTuber activity. Thank you for the high twin. It would be great to see me dance. Actually, okay. I would never do it on camera. Fun fact, when I was much younger, I actually had like a very short phase where I wanted to learn how to b-boy, so I unironically know how to C-walk. I know how to baby freeze and turtle freeze, but it's been like... I don't want to say over 20 years. It's been a long time. Let's just say that. Let's just say it's been a hot minute, and I am not as limber as when I was in the Let's just say that. So I don't think y'all want to watch me break it down before I legitimately break it down. I hope you had a good stream, Ricky. Welcome on in, David. We were doing some planning for my... As much as I am a duelist, I suppose I am a geek. The only time of year we really do those is September coming up. I'll pick up how to salsa and samba is all in the hits. Well, potentially. So I don't know if we're actually gonna do a song cover. So Reggie, if you're interested in the song cover, I'm going to have my chat vote. Vote on one of these goals to be the overall theme. So only one of these 7 things are going to happen. And if y'all are interested, y'all will either vote in the Discord or on YouTube as to which one of these 7 things you want to see happen, and we will spend Lobster Week funding it. I think if I was going to learn how to dance, so when I was younger, I actually learned how to do like a little bit of like light ballroom, like really simple stuff like box step. But so I did it because the girls wanted to learn how to do that. So I actually only know how to lead. I don't know how to walk. I think if I had to learn some kind of thing, I think like swing dancing. Made the best goal game. That's only one of these goals. Some are much more achievable than others. It's whatever the community finds. Again, Tab, big disclaimer, I'm not a good singer. And some of the vocals maybe a little bit. Don't get me wrong, they look good. Right? Voice is a little bit. I think in terms of actual musical, I think I do fall in the next. I think that's what they call it. Don't call it. You'll see what people have in interest. I think all these stuff would be fun additions for the community. Y'all can get standard merch if you don't want something fancy. I think special tournament pricing could be cool. Can Sally win a playmat? Imagine winning a digital tournament to get a playmat that you'll never use because you only play digital card games. We can be just like Konami! Y'all know that Maxidwell gets playmats even though that they play the game digitally. I've always wanted to do custom cutscenes, but the cost is way too high. So I don't expect y'all to vote for that. I'm just putting it out there just in case. I think the song cover is pretty believable, and again, I think we can save some money if I do the auction deal. The Sandkill V is very... I like that. We can vote. I suppose if y'all wanted a much more VTuber, you could do like a summer outfit thing. We'll make a whole event out of it. We really don't. And then there's like if y'all like care for thank you for the stream, please. If y'all care for something a little bit more like a little bit more engaging, like a series. something a little bit more engaging. I suppose we could do a cosplay goal where... So right now my sewing machine is full. It estimates anywhere from like 45 to 70 to get it fixed at a store. If I get it fixed at a store, and we have whatever the character or concept is voted on by staff, that will determine the estimate of material. So it could be cheaper than 450, but I like to over budget just in case. Thank you for hanging out for 20 cents, Sometimes I forget how much I spend. I know I've been away for a little bit. And don't worry, we're going to have like actual sub goals that y'all can unlock during the whole shebang. This is just like the overall impact. It's like, I don't want to just take y'all's money. I feel weird about just taking y'all's money without some kind of... And I suppose I could set an arbitrary goal for myself. I think something that is like a project that we can look forward to. I think it's in my best. I suppose there's a couple other stuff that like could have made it way on to the list, but I think having too many options. And of course we'll have a stream where we decide what sub-goal unlocks and milestones, as well as important stuff like that. Don't make Again, big disclaimer for the song cover. We are not musically inclined. If that is what y'all want, I will do it. But I warn you. I warn you. Not for the sake of fun. Not for the sake of fun. I do really appreciate the rain. Unfortunately, y'all caught me at an awkward time. Because I was trying to head out for the evening. So I feel kind of bad because I don't want to just like... I don't want to ping y'all to a bunch of things. But since Becky always plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Clearly we're going to send you to someone who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, I'm clearly going to send you to Dearest Hall. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you again for Let me... Oh, I forgot this. Let me shout you out before sending everyone to offline. That go check out Twitch. They are a pretty solid duo, if I do say so myself. They do a lot of YouTube but other gaming activities as well. And when it comes to dueling, they do give some of the higher level duelists Thank you for those of y'all supporting Lost Activity on Twitch and YouTube. I don't know how to like cut and like all of this stuff, but I will find proper ways to thank you for your YouTube. Shoutouts to Johnny Yayo again for the $2, I believe it is a super chat. And then thank you to you. see? Boozy. You have to see for the picnic. Whatever 600. I'm assuming joules is like the equivalent to Twitch pay. Hope you have a nice day, Ethan. You take care of it. I'll see y'all when I see you. And just know that you're all in my thoughts.